got the flavor, we got the light. We got this and venom, we bring it Flava. Step in the room, feel the bassline drop. Mic on fire, can't make it stop. Indie vibes rising from the underground. Raw talent here that shakes the sound. Got beats that sizzle, got words that spark. Shining like stars from the light to the dark. We got the flavor, we got the lava. Turn it up louder, feel the power. We got the flavor, we got the lava. Tigress and VenomM, legends in the saga. We got the flavor, we got the lava. Tigress and VenomM, legends in the saga. Spotlight on as the stories unfold. Dreams on the mic, never getting old. Breaking barriers with every note. Paving new paths on this indie road.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Tigress 315, The Flava. I'm excited tonight. We have another indie artist that we will be bringing on shortly. Thank you again for tuning in for another great episode. My partners in crime, DJ Boozadelic and DJ VenomM, they may be joining me. They may not, but anyway, we're going to get this going. Again, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you're following us on social media. Tonight, I'm your host, Tigress, and we are on all platforms. We're on YouTube, SiriusXM, Apple Music, and so much more. And we've been having some new indie artists come through that we're finding out about them, finding about their music, and we thank you, as always, for supporting them. And we are in partnership with Radio Indie Music Network. So without further ado, well, first, before I bring my guest on, we're going to find out a little bit more. And her name is Kelica. And we're going to find out about her, and I will bring her on in just a moment.
Kelica, the artist name of Michigan vocalist and entertainer Kelly Miller, is a versatile, independent performer whose career spans more than 2 decades of live music, theater productions, tribute performances, choreography, artist management, original recording, and community entertainment. Her love of music began in church and school choirs, and her first solo in the 8th grade sparked a lifelong passion for performing. Since then, Kelica has built a remarkably diverse career encompassing country, pop, Motown, jazz, blues, gospel, Broadway, doo-wop, and classic music from the 1940s through today. For 22 years, Kelly performed with and managed the Whatabouts, a singing and dancing group specializing in music of the 1940s, 1950s, and 1960s. One of her major career highlights was appearing on PBS as part of Doo-Wop: The Next Generation. She continues to perform occasional background vocals with Billy Mack. Kelica's career has also included performing in Motown theater productions with the Shades of Blue and the Stubbs Family, along with choreography work for the Whatabouts and Motown productions. She has opened for or appeared on bills with classic artists including The Reflections, the Shades of Blue, Maurice Williams, Eddie Holman, and Dennis Tufano. Her background vocal work has included performances with Timmy C, D Street, Sound Project, Billy Mack, and others. As a solo entertainer, Kelica performs regularly for senior communities, private events, corporate celebrations, festivals, veterans events, weddings, funerals, birthdays, and community gatherings. Her tribute performances include Shania Twain, Loretta Lynn, Olivia Newton-John, Patsy Cline, Cher, Dolly Parton, Brenda Lee, Connie Francis, and other legendary artists. She has performed the national anthem for veterans, Rosie the Riveter organizations, and USA hockey events. She is also the owner of Michigan Singing Telegrams, using music, costumes, characters, comedy, and personalized performances to create unforgettable celebrations throughout Michigan. Kelica's original country pop love song, All That I Need, was released on January 27th, 2026. Written by Kelly Miller and Greg Stryker, produced by Lewis Hensley, with guitar by Jorg Karasiotis, the song is a deeply personal love letter to Kelly's husband, her soulmate, and best friend. Her music has received internet and international radio airplay, including Radio International, Whiskey and Cigarettes Radio, Sandbox Radio, and The Ken and Bonnie Show in Tennessee. She has also been featured in a podcast interview with WEVM Productions. Kelica previously released the Christian album With All My Heart, a deeply meaningful collection dedicated to her mother, whom she describes as her biggest fan. Whether performing for hundreds at a VIP event, bringing joy to seniors, singing the national anthem, stepping into a tribute character, performing in a theater production, or sharing her original music, Kelica has built her career around one purpose: creating memorable moments and making people feel something through music. Her future dreams include forming her own live band for theater tribute productions, having her original music featured in a romantic film or love story, and one day performing on the Grand Ole Opry stage.
Well, there you have it. That's a good summary of the artist that we are bringing on tonight, Kelica. Without further ado, I'm going to bring her on. And welcome.
Thank you for having me. Oh, wow. And it's Kelica.
Kelica.
Oh, wow.
I'm
that
sorry.
was a big to-do. Thank you.
You are welcome. Noah, I'm going to call you Kelly if you don't mind, because I do not want to keep butchering. I'm sorry. I do not want to keep butchering your name.
You can call me Kelly. That's my name. Kelica was a name that I chose actually because my nephew, when he was small, he tried to say Aunt Kelly, and he kept on saying Kelica. And so I liked it, and I said, well, if I ever have any music of my own, that's what I'm going to call myself. And so that's why I picked that name, and it means beauty within.
Oh, that's a cute backstory to that name. I like that.
He didn't know the meaning of that name, but I looked it up, and I always liked it because I thought it was precious. And, you know,
yeah.
I said if I have my own CD, it will be like Madonna, Kelica. You know, I thought it had a good ring to it, and it's different than my name is too common, and there's millions of Millers, and so it, you know, they probably get me confused with the Kelly Miller Circus. There is one of those.
Yeah.
But I have my own circus. I'm a, multitasker here.
Yeah, I see from your bio. I mean, you've had your hands in a lot of things, and I see. So you started at a young age. I see, you started out in the choir.
Yeah, church choirs, high school choirs, the show choirs kind of thing. That started me out in singing. But I think at a very early age, my siblings told me whenever I got in the car, I would just start singing any song that was on the radio, and they kept turning the station, and I would just sing the next one even louder and annoy them. And I'm still annoying them to this day.
Now, do your siblings sing as well?
No, none of them sing. I had a sister that was in a choir for a short minute, but none of them are singers. So I got blessed with having the gift for music. And, some of my nieces like to sing, but no siblings are singers.
Were either one of your parents singers?
I don't think any of them were singers that I'm aware of. I lost my grandparents very young, so I barely knew I never met my dad's parents, and my grandparents from Ireland, they both died when I was quite young, so I don't.
Right. So you started singing in school in choirs. So when do you know, was it during that time that you knew that was something you wanted to do when you were in like high school, like you knew you wanted to pursue a career in singing?
When I was young, I always liked singing, and my friends in Detroit, we would always put on these little talent shows, and believe it or not, when I lived in Detroit, that was when rap was big in the 80s or 70s, 80s, And so the boys down the street would be rapping and ripping on us, and then us girls would get together and we would write up our own little stuff and rip on them back. But it wasn't good. It's like the boys always were better than me. I'm not a rapper. But, I always put on shows, and me and my girlfriend would, play music, and we would dance and sing. So I kind of had it in me when I was young, and then as I got out of Detroit and I moved to Garden City, they had choir, which I didn't have in my schools in Detroit. And I got into the choir, and I was pretty shy, but I wanted to sing, so I did my first solo in I think the 9th grade. And after that 9th grade solo, I was hooked. It was just having that, I'm singing in front of people. It was just fun, and I enjoyed it so much.
Okay.
And then you couldn't keep me away from singing.
Oh, yeah. I could tell. So when did you start, singing with a group?
Well, I was going, after high school, I didn't have my choir anymore, and I was pretty much missing that. So I got into a community choir, the Livonia Civic Chorus in Livonia, and it's a group of older people. I was probably one of maybe the youngers. There's a couple younger people, but I was probably one of the younger people in the group. And I started singing with them in that choir, and we started doing some ensembles. And then there was 4 girls. We wanted to do something for the Relay for Life. And the one girl wanted to do 60s music, and I was like, I don't know any 60s music. I'm born in the 70s. But we learned the 60s music for a Relay for Life, and we formed 4 people at first, and then it became 3. And after doing it for the Relay for a couple of times and some car shows, we just kept on pushing and getting shows, and then the 50s and 60s turned into 40s, 50s, and 60s. And then I soon left that choir, and the What Abouts came from that Livonia Civic Chorus. And we started performing, all around town, doing private parties and car shows, festivals, private events that, enjoy that music. A lot of the senior communities like the 40s, 50s, and 60s. So we did that for over 22 years. I still sing with the one girl. I still do shows with Billy Mack and the Juke Joint Johnnies. It's kind of like a little bit of a mixture of music, but he's a rockabilly, rock and roll, fun dude. So we do music with him when there's funds for the girls to be part of the show. And then I sang with, I don't know if you're aware of Levi Stubbs, who's of the Four Tops. His family, his sister, and his nieces have a girls group, and I've been blessed to sing with them, for many years, doing private parties and stuff. And then we got asked to do an opening for the Shades of Blue. They're the group from the 50s, 60s that sang "Oh How Happy," and so we are the opening act for the Shades of Blue, and we've been on a Motown tour. And Motown is like what I grew up with. I loved Motown. I grew up loving like Diana Ross and Smokey Robinson. Those two are my very favorite. But living in Detroit, I grew up on, some rap, R&B, and my dad was the country bumpkin, and I didn't like country music, and every time I would get in his car, I would change the station, and he would yell at me, and I would say, "This is not good, Dad." But many, many years later, I was asked to do tribute work, and they asked me to learn Loretta Lynn, and I was like, I don't really know Loretta Lynn songs, but I know of two, Coal Miner's Daughter and You Ain't Woman Enough. But I dug into my country roots, and I've been performing Loretta Lynn for probably like 8 or 9 years. And then it just kind of evolved. I got asked to do this tribute and this tribute. And so I do multiple tributes in country. Some of them are not country, but most of them are country. And I do a Lady Legends tour, which is not a tour, but my show is, just ladies of all genres, from Motown to Broadway, from R&B to the 50s and 60s. So I like ladies of all kinds, but I always gravitated toward people who had beautiful voices. Like I like Roberta Flack, Whitney Houston. I gravitated to Olivia Newton-John and I can't think of her name. Celine Dion, Mariah Carey. I always liked the very pretty voices. I like love songs. Those are like my favorite to sing. But my legend show is where I get to sing a little bit from everybody, like Tina Turner and Linda Ronstadt, Connie, Brenda, Patsy Cline. So I like to just be able to sing whatever, whenever. I do tributes, but I much rather be able to not limit myself. Looking at the crowd, I gauge the crowd, and I'm like, these people don't know this music. I'd much rather be singing Motown and R&B. Sometimes you can't change your set list when you're doing tribute shows, but doing the senior communities, I sing every day in a senior community all around Michigan, and I'm not always limited to what I can sing. And most of the time, I sing men's songs. I sing Elvis. I sing, the Sweet Carolines and all songs from men. And once in a while, I will throw in a lady song. But I enjoy singing the male songs because they're way more fun. They are. They just have more fun. And the ladies have those beautiful voices, but I would put everybody to sleep if I sang those all day.
Well, I love hearing that you seem to be like a very diverse artist, and I like how you said you don't limit yourself, which some people do. They put themselves in just one box instead of just opening up, especially what you said about country. Like I recently, over the past couple of years, started, especially since we do our music show and stuff, we play a lot of different music, and I really didn't really listen to country like that until like the last couple of years, and I'm like, I really started to love it, like, and listening to the words, like a lot of it tells stories, and it was just like something one of my daughters would listen to it, but it's just like I was like, I don't know about this country stuff, but I really love it now.
Well, the country has kind of changed since the old country, but the new country is good, but it's a little different than the old country. But you're right. Country has a way of telling a story. And Loretta Lynn, if you've ever listened to her songs and you listen to them, she has funny stories. She's really a character. And, you know, I used to make fun of my dad because he talked with a southern drawl. He grew up in Knoxville, Tennessee. And so hearing him talk all the time, I kind of had it like, Kelly, you know, I can bring it on and I can turn it off. So when I got to do a little bit of the country, it kind of made me think of my dad. And like it came out of me out of nowhere, because I just was always like snickering, like, I reckon, you know, he would just say all these crazy words, and I'd be like, reckon? Well, that means like breaking up stuff, don't it? Like, you know, he had a whole different accent. And the funny thing about it is that when people listen to me talk, almost all of them say that I have an accent. They say that I sound Russian, Romanian, Czechoslovakian. And I'm like, I'm Irish. And I've been here my whole life, but everybody thinks I'm foreign. So, you know, being tribute, I guess I grew up in Detroit where I talked like I grew up in Detroit. I know how to talk like that. When I sing with my friends who are black, I have that lingo. I grew up with it. But when I'm talking to country people, I kind of tend to talk country. And if I'm talking to, oh my God, Valley Girl, I like, oh my God, you know, you could change it. So being a tribute gave me that funness about, you know, just being able to change your voice, change your sound for each song. So I find that fun.
Okay. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play one of your songs. We're going to get right into that. I want to play the one with All My Heart.
Okay. Yeah, that's one of my favorites from I heard in on the gospel station.
Okay. Well, we're going to give that a little play, right?
I wish I could say it was mine, but it's not. I'm trying to remember. Babby, can't even think of her name right now. Yeah, she sang that song, and I just loved it. So I said, I want to sing that.
Okay. Well, here we go. We're about to play it.
All right.
all musical enthusiasts, indie lovers, and groove seekers. Brace yourself for a sensational musical journey like no other. Tigers 315 Radio proudly presents LIVE Live, the ultimate platform showcasing the brightest talent from indie music scene.
Well, welcome back, everyone. We have Kelica, Kelly, on the line with us, our special guest today. And that was With All My Heart. That is a beautiful song. I do know I've heard it before, too. I can't remember who sings it, but
I think it's Gavin Mason or something like that.
Yeah.
Does that sound familiar? It's been a while since I've heard that song, too.
Yeah.
I did that song, that CD in dedication of my mom, and I only was supposed to start off with One Day at a Time, because she'd always take songs and share them with her friends and record them, and she asked me to sing that song, and I just never did. And then after she died, I went into the studio and sang that for her, and then I ended up doing like song for my dad and one song for this senior I took care of and my godfather. And then I was like 20 songs, and I wish I would have like stopped myself, because now nobody even buys CDs, you know? It's kind of sad. Download it.
It's true, yeah. It's really, I remember I used to have a bunch of CDs. Like, you know, you have them in your visor in your car. Like, we don't have that anymore.
I know. When I got my car, I usually practice in my car to and from my gigs and rehearsals, and now I have to put everything on my phone, and it eats up so much storage, and I hate that.
Yeah.
I miss the CD player. Bring it back.
It's just a couple more questions. So, like, when it comes to you writing your songs, what is your process when you're writing your songs and getting your music done? What is your process?
Well, I'm pretty new at kind of writing music. I wanted to write my very own song, but I just not really a musician, and I need, you know, somebody to like guide me into doing what I want. And I saw, somebody post something on Facebook, a friend of a friend who writes music, and I said, you know what? I'm not getting any younger. If I'm going to have my very own song, I better do it now. So I called this gentleman. His name is Greg. And we talked on the phone, and I told him what kind of song I wanted. I kind of told him that I wanted to have a song for my husband, who's been my main supporter, you know, comes to all my stuff, all my shows. And I'm on the road a lot now, and we've been married almost 23 years. But I just wanted him to know that he didn't have to worry about anything happening on the side, because I don't need anything else, you know. So I kind of like told him like some things about us, and he kind of like just came up with a lot of stuff like so quickly. I was like, wow. And I was on my anniversary trip in Utah, and he was, you know, coming up with stuff, and then when I got back, we kind of finished another verse. And when I heard it, I was just like, wow, this touches me. I like music that moves me. If it moves me to dance, then I like it. If it moves me in a spiritual way, or I cry like a baby, or like the story just makes me think, or I connect to it, you know, those songs are like win-win for me. And so, you know, as I was in Utah, seeing the beautiful, beautiful, magical place of Utah, I told him a bunch of stuff that happened that I got to see that was like magical, and and I told him about all the stuff, and he just kind of came up with like a melody. And so I have other songs coming, but they're a little bit more on like maybe the Christian side, just because it was like I had a lot of feels in Utah. Like I cried 3 times looking at a rainbow. Like, what does that tell you about me? I'm a crybaby. But like I like songs that like tug at people's hearts, you know. That's just me.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how I feel. I feel through music. And so, you know, he's pretty talented at getting stuff to put, you know, in the way that I want it. You know, I'm learning now a little bit more how to do it. I would like to get better at it, but you know, I just listen to so many country songs, and I just listen to the stories, and I'm just like right now I'm listening to Ella Langley and Lainey Wilson to, you know, start doing tributes for them. And like you said, there's storytelling, and if you can get that story like a movie in your head, you know, like describing something, then I think it's a hit. And for me, it just felt like, wow, this is totally me. This is how I feel. Now I have to, you know, give that feeling in the song. Like I try to do that when I'm singing. I make it my own, or I make it, you know, where people can feel that it's real.
Okay. Right.
I do want to do a song that's upbeat, but I haven't gotten there yet. More upbeat. You know, a good dance tune would be nice, but, you know, when you're dancing, it's hard to sing because you get out of breath. You want to dance. Yeah.
Yeah. So you said, so right now, so you sing, you're on the road a lot. Is this with, now you also do, from your bio, you do like Telegram, dancing Telegram, things like that too?
When I get them, I do. You know, it's not as busy as I would like, but when I get them, I do, you know, get people to call and dress up as just random things. It could be a chicken. It could be a squirrel. It could be Marilyn Monroe. It could be a pile of poop. I have a big blow-up poop. I mean, I just like to have fun, make people laugh. I wish it was more busy because, you know, it's a lot faster, but it's getting there. It's getting there, but I don't get to do it as often as I like. But I do a lot of theme parties for the senior homes, and one of the things that they hire me for is themes, because I dress up as a theme, or like if I'm going to dress up as Dolly Parton or dress up as, you know, the theme is beach. You know, I brought my bathing suit a couple weeks with a towel around me, and then nobody at the work was dressed up in a beach theme. I was the only one. But I was the artist, and I was like, hey, where's your beach theme? Like, I'm in my bathing suit. Where are you guys? But, you know, I like getting dressed up and being, you know, crazy and wild. So, you know, it doesn't bother me to go and, like, surprise people, and they're looking at me like, who is this lady? But, you know, it's just cool to be able to make people's day unique and special with the gift of music.
Yeah, I agree. We all need to be uplifted, have some laughter. Like, life is hard enough. You know, people need to loosen up, have a little more fun sometimes, you know. And, yeah, you doing stuff like that, especially for the seniors, I would think that would be, like, exciting for them, you know, because, you know, they probably need a smile. You know, need a little uplift.
They're always wondering.
Yeah.
What is she going to come as today? Because sometimes when I go and do a telegram, I'll just be dressed, and I'll go to my senior home, and I'll be coming in as Marilyn Monroe, and they're like, whoa, you know, and one day I'll be, you know, Lucille Ball. You know, it just depends. It just depends on what people are picking, and I don't feel like changing because I got to go from one to another. Are you in Massachusetts? Oh, well, then you can bring me there and, fly me down, and I'll do a telegram for somebody in your family. Come on, just bring
okay,
me
you
down.
are the best.
You travel if the money's right.
Yeah.
Nope.
Those tickets are high right now, flying anywhere.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's fun. I do like to play dress up. I buy costumes when I see them on sale or thrift stores or different things. So when people call me and say, "Do you have that?" and I'm like, yeah, I think I do. It's just fun for me. I enjoy it. I just wish it was more.
Yeah. I have one of my partners in crime, one of my DJs on the line. I don't know if he wants to say something.
Oh, what is his name?
It is DJ VenomM.
DJ VenomM, how you doing?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm good. I like your name. You sound kind of like poisonous.
Well, I wouldn't say poisonous. I sting that venom, though, because I'm a Scorpio.
Okay, I get you.
There you go.
Well, thank you guys for having me on your show. And if you can push this song somewhere along the line, the hardest part about being an independent artist is having people share your music, save your music in a playlist, trying to get yourself out of that algorithm that, like, I'm stuck in right now. I just can't seem to get myself over and out, and I don't know what I have to do this, but, man, it's hard as heck. I wish somebody would tell me what to do. You got any tips?
I do have a few. Indie artists, how do you promote yourself?
Well, I've been making these short clips, and I've been posting them on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. Just trying to keep people, engaged with the song so they get tired of hearing it all the time. But maybe when they're tired of hearing it all the time, they start to like it more and more, and they'll buy it. So I'm like, I'm doing that. Like, they're telling me to do that. But, like, when you tell people to share it, save it, they just don't.
Yeah, okay, so here's something funny. And I think all independent artists go through the same cycle. You can have hundreds of people, so-called friends, hundreds. Let's say 100, right? Of so-called friends.
Or thousands.
But out of that 100, and you go and tell each one of those 100, hey, can you share my music? Hey, here's my link. Can you post this out? And do you know maybe 2 out of the 100 will say they'll post it on their page? You just posted it one time. And that's it. That's it. I need more than one time. See, so it's really up to real lawyer. Because, see, I'm old school. So back in the days, you can have people, hey, I got a song coming out. Here's a flyer. Pass these flyers out. This is where I'm going to be at. This is what's going down, and people would just come to wherever you are. Now, you would think, because with the age of social media, it would be easier, but it's really harder because you got so many other people. Right, because there's so many people on social media posting all kind of other stuff, so your stuff gets pushed down to the bottom.
I know.
And what I always have said is every day, every few hours, you have to post, even if you're reposting the exact same thing. If that's what you want to put out there, put it out every few hours. And trust me, it works.
Yeah.
It works.
Well, I've posted several things, and some people will share it, but it's usually the same 5 people that might share it on their page. But, most people don't have the Spotify to save it. some people don't have YouTube. You know, like, there's so many people that don't have any of this stuff. I'm like, what am I doing?
People don't have that. 2026, people don't have YouTube or Spotify or Pandora or iHeart. You know, they say they don't have it, but they, you know. And in 2026, come on now, you're listening to something.
Well, the older generation, which I have a lot of friends in the older generation singing the music of the 40s, 50s, and 60s, but they're not good on the computers. They're not good on their telephone. You know, like, I post stuff, but half of my friends don't even see it. And I'm like, all I see is ads all day long. So I don't know if my friends just don't see it because, you know, they hide it or whatever, but it seems like I'm posting all the time, but I don't get people to share it. I get like the same 5 or 6 people to share it, and it's really hard for me to go anywhere with like that. It's just, I don't know what to do. I would have to say that I get a lot more views, but the views aren't very long on Instagram. TikTok, I haven't been able to figure out how you get people to comment or share on TikTok. I haven't had much luck with TikTok really, but they're the ones that say to keep, you know, posting on TikTok and just keep doing it. I see other girls posting videos all day. I see their videos, so I'm trying to do that, and I'm like not getting the same results. So I must be doing something wrong, but I'm learning. I guess.
On TikTok, it's kind of really, I have my TikTok associated with my Instagram, which is also associated with my Facebook. So when I post on one, if I post it from TikTok, it automatically goes over to Instagram, which my Instagram is linked to my Facebook. Now, the only one I don't have it linked up to like that is my Snapchat. And what I do, I post there to the highlights because more people look at highlights first than they will look at anything else.
People post in Snapchat?
Oh yeah.
I've recently tried to get into Snapchat. It's a matter of, with Snapchat too, it's a matter of timing. Well, all of them really. With TikTok too, you got to make sure, because I'm learning, trying to get my things going too. But sometimes it's a matter of timing, like posting in the morning, midday, and like afternoon. It's like certain timings. You got to test out certain timings because, you know, like some people might check before work or, you know, lunch break. You think about when we may, if you're working, you may have time to check during your lunch. So it's a matter of time. And so try testing out different things during the day. And then, you know, the analytics, it'll show you when people are mostly looking at your posts.
Yeah. I never knew Snapchat still existed. I remember you could make funny faces and stuff on Snapchat and send videos to the kids, but I didn't know that it had any other thing going on with that.
Yeah.
You have to look.
It's almost like Instagram.
Is it? I'm old.
Yeah.
You guys sound like you're young, and I don't know how to use this stuff either. I'm a little bit better than some of my friends.
You're not old. I'm probably the oldest on here. Guaranteed.
Well, compared to my friends, I tell them how to use their phone and how to use Facebook. But when I don't know how to use something, then I feel old because my grandson has to show me. Like, how do you do this? I don't know. Nana don't understand this. But the kids all know how to work the phone better than I do. I just don't want to do something dumb, you know, on there and mess up stuff. And that's probably my biggest fear of trying new stuff is that I'll do something that I'm like, oh, how the heck did I do that, and how do I remove it? I didn't mean to post that. But, yeah, I'll have to look that up. But thank you for giving me that tip. I'll look it up and see. I hopefully you saved my song. Find me on TikTok.
Oh yeah, will do.
I need all the help that I can get.
I hear
it's just moving so slow, but yeah. Well, I appreciate you putting me on your show, and that was such an introduction. That was a good job that you guys did. Was that a computer saying all that, or did somebody actually speak that?
Oh no, it was
It was AI.
Yes, it was AI. Yes.
Oh, I need an AI speaker because I always mess up words. I make them say it.
Yes, a lot of people are against AI, but look, let me tell you something. Sometimes it could shorten your workload when you're doing things. So you either gotta be with it or against it. So, and it's not going anywhere. So.
Yeah, well, my new best friend is Chat, because if I have a question, they talk to me like, they're really helpful. Like, unlike anybody else, I ask a question on the telephone, like I get the runaround. So I'd rather talk to Chat than my doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Is that sad or what?
That's a fact.
No.
Yeah.
I know, but that's scary. Like, I'm talking to a computer. Like, but the computer listens.
With the...
Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. Have either one of you seen this commercial that this older lady, she's just talking to ChatGPT, like just having a conversation, and it's talking, and it's almost like she's cutting it off. She's like, okay, what about the weather? And then it starts explaining, okay, and what about, she's just going on like she's talking to a person, and she has her phone right there.
Well, you know what? Some people are lonely enough to do that, but, when I ask questions, I will sit there and ask, and they're so helpful. Like, would you like me to get this ready for you? I was like, yeah. Would you like to come over and rub my back? They're so helpful. Yeah. I don't understand how this is going to be taking away jobs of everybody. But you know what? She has so much information. I call her, my friend. Like, I have to talk to my friend because she knows everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I ask her all about what should I try on TikTok? What should I try on, how am I doing this? How did I do this? And they know, and they give me tips. I print it out and I try to fix my problem. It's the good tool to have, but it's also kind of scary because after you talk about something, all you see in your feed in Facebook is this. I'm like, they're listening to everything I say.
They are.
That's the part I don't like. I don't like that. But I do call her my friend. I think of Chet as my friend because I do have many conversations. I'm not that lonely, but she listens.
Okay, so we're gonna I'm gonna play one more song and then we're gonna close out. I'm gonna play your song, All That I Need, and then you can tell us a little bit about it before we go.
Okay. Well, thank you for talking with me, Venom.
No problem. You have a good one.
And Tigress. I'll see you after this song, you said? I'll see you after this song? Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Been my ride or die for the longest time. Through all the twists and turns, somehow we survive. Don't want another man to take me by my hand. Darling, I hope you understand. For the rest of my Gonna look into your eyes. 'Cause some things in this life are meant to be. I got all that I need. You make me believe that love is all we need. You're my oxygen when I can't breathe. Seems like yesterday you took my breath away. And with you is where I want to stay. 'Cause I got all that I want, all that I need, all that I love, all that I see. For the rest of my life, wanna look into your eyes. 'Cause some things in this life are meant to be. I got all that I need. Standing right in front of me, it's everything I'll ever need. With a love so strong, gonna make it through it all. Life goes on, and I got all that I want, all that I need, all that I love, all that I see. For the rest of my days, gonna look into your eyes. 'Cause I got all that I want, all that I need, all that I love, all that I see. For the rest of my life, wanna look into your eyes. 'Cause some things in this life are meant to be. I got all that I need.
Wow.
Exciting news for all indie music lovers. Tigress 315, Radio and Word of Mouth, is proud to announce our partnership with Radio Indie International Network, amplifying the voices of independent artists worldwide. Tune in to Tigress315radio.com and Radio Indie International altervista.org to discover fresh sounds and support emerging talents on a global scale. Are you an independent music artist ready to showcase your work to a broader audience? Contact us today for more information on how to join our vibrant community and share your music with the world. Let's make waves together in the indie music scene.
The crowd loved it. The crowd loved it. Oh my God. Was that a standing ovation or no? Hey, when it's AI, it can be anything I want it to be.
That's right. We're creative over here.
I love it. Is this recorded by chance that I can have a copy of it?
Yes, this is recorded. I will let you know. I'll have it ready in a few days. But yes, this will be definitely recorded.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I would love to share it with my friends, my whole 5 friends that watch it.
Yes, we definitely. So tell your fans and new fans. Hopefully, you're going to gain some new fans from listeners from hearing this episode to find out more about you. So where can they find you?
They can find me on TikTok under Kelica. They can find me at kelicamusic.com. They can locate me on Facebook, Kelica. I forget where my Instagram is under something else. It's under my pinup name. I think it's Miss Treble something or others. But yeah, they can follow me on and listen to any of those songs on all the platforms. If you want to become a follower and a fan, please, comment that you listen to the show. And I'm not really that crazy, but I would love to have some more followers. So I encourage them to follow and send me a message. I like meeting new people. So thank you so much again for having me on the show. And hopefully we'll get to talk again sometime soon. Who knows? Maybe my other song will be ready pretty soon.
No problem. DJ Venom, anything else you want to say before we go?
Well, I would have myself muted. I would love to just be in touch with you, and then who knows, maybe we can collaborate on some things.
Okay, well, that would be fun. And thank you guys for giving me an enjoyable evening, and my power didn't go out, so hallelujah.
That'll work. That will work. That will work.
You guys have a beautiful day, and thank you so much.
Right.
And if you can get me a copy of that would be wonderful.
Right, I definitely will. Well, you both have a wonderful night, and until we meet again.
All right. Hey. Thank you so much. Don't forget to save me as a friend on TikTok and Instagram.
Will do. Will do.
Kelica. Definitely.
All right, guys. Have a great evening. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
If music is your love language, welcome home. This is Tigress 315 Radio, where old school meets new heat. Indie artists get the spotlight, and every show brings real flavor, real voices, and real vibes. From throwback classics to today's bangers, from indie artist interviews to spoken word, soul, R&B, hip-hop, and beyond. We don't follow playlists, we curate experience. Tap into shows that move you, hosts that feel like family, and music that actually means something. Streaming now on Sirius XM, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Apple Platforms, YouTube, Brine Crimes, Podbean, and more. So whether you're riding, relaxing, or grinding, tune in, turn it up, and stay connected. Tigress 315 Radio, where the culture lives and the music speaks.
Feel the bassline drop, mic on fire, can't make it stop. Indie vibes rising from the underground, raw talent here that shakes the sound. Got beats that sizzle, got words that spark, shining like stars from the light to the dark. Who got the flavor? We got the lava, turn it up louder, feel the power. Who got the flavor? We got the lava, Tigress and VenomM, legends in the saga. Who got the flavor? We got the lava, Tigress and VenomM, legends in the saga. Spotlights on as the stories unfold, dreams on the mic never getting old. Breaking barriers with every note, paving new paths on this indie road. Spotlights on as the stories unfold, dreams on the mic never getting old. Breaking barriers with every note, paving new paths on this indie road. Spotlights on as the stories unfold, dreams on the mic never getting old. Breaking barriers with every note, paving new paths on this indie road. We got the flavor, we got the lava, Tigress and Venom, they bring the drama. Who got the flavor, we got the lava, Tigress and Venom, legends in the saga. Who got the flavor, we got the lava, Tigress and Venom, legends in the saga. Who got the flavor, we got the lava, Tigress and Venom, legends in the saga. Who got the flavor, we got the lava, Tigress and Venom, legends in the saga.